we've been getting a lot of questions about why a double door on a wood-fired brick ovens. Here we have the cast iron door that is hinge mounted at the front of the oven, and it opens outward. And once this door is open, you can see the insulated door that is right here. You're going to remove that door using the double handle, and you simply angle the door so it is tilted a little bit forward and also a little bit sideways so it can easily come through the frame. As you look towards the inside of the oven, you're going to have a recess that is right before the cooking chamber. That is where your insulated door is going to rest. So when you angle the door in, you're going to push it all the way in, and it rests on that recess. Now your cooking chamber is completely sealed. So if you are baking bread, you're holding more steam. For any type of baking or cooking, you're going to hold more heat, and that's exactly what it is designed for. Now when you have a live fire, let's say you are cooking pizza, you're not going to be using this insulated door. So we're going to simply remove it, and we're going to set it aside. So now that we have explained how the cast iron door and the insulated door work, often the question is, do they come with the oven? So yes, absolutely. All of our ovens that you buy your kit, or a turnkey oven, even for trailers, restaurants, we all have both doors included, the cast iron door and the insulated door. That's a standout feature. We don't charge extra, it's just part of the deal that you get. Now, often the question is, do I need two doors? Why would I have two doors? The first door is going to be, as we can see here, mostly cosmetic. Is going to make sure that the oven looks good. Also is going to ensure that nothing can get in the oven. If the oven is installed outside, it can be raining, it can be snowing, there could be a lot of wind. You're not using the oven. There is no birds or insect that could try to nest into the oven. So that's going to be one of the features. The next feature is also going to help with the heat retention. By closing this front door here, you're going to prevent airflow, and therefore your oven is going to retain more heat. If you are going to look at how the oven is built, you have first the cast iron door. You are going to have the chimney, which is roughly where my hand is, so it's at the front of the oven and it's going upward. And then you are going to have the insulated door. So that creates an insulating chamber, and that's going to help retaining the heat, as we discussed. So again, when you have a live fire, you do not use the insulated door and you leave the cast iron door open, because you want a lot of fresh air coming in to fuel the fire. As you are starting to have the fire dying down, let's say it's just down to embers, then you can start closing those doors to retain the heat. Let's say you are baking bread, you're going to want to rake all the embers on the floor, close the double doors, and give the oven about a half hour, 45 minutes, so those embers really diffuse all the heat and your floor is really soaked with heat. Then you can open the doors, remove all the embers, sweep out the floor of the oven, and then close the double door system, give it another half hour, 45 minutes, so the heat can really propagate through the oven. The heat is evenly distributed, and then it's ready to bake bread. Same thing if you are going to be roasting a chicken, any type of meats. You want to make sure that your floor is clean, of course, but then you can use the double door system to really retain the heat. So you can do that overnight, even if you are not cooking anything. Just by closing the double doors, you are going to retain twice as much heat that if you don't have a double door system. So if you bake pizza on a Friday night and you decide that you will be baking bread Saturday morning, your oven is already hot enough in the morning to bake the bread. You don't have to refire the oven in order to be able to bake your bread.